Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Leo? Three of Wands, Aries energy at the foundation of the reading, Leo. Leo, I've been getting this message for you, Capricorn, and Libra, which are the three zodiacs that I'm working on right now. But there's this theme. It's a theme of not giving up, pushing forward despite any sort of resistance you may be feeling. And I feel that what is taking place in your life right now, Leo, has to do with the astrology. The Venus retrograde is having a profound effect on all our lives. This is a time in our life when we're being pushed to take everything off of the back burner, everything we've been putting off in our lives. We're being called to go in and work on all the fine details, really fine-tuning ourselves. Now's the time, and the reason why it's the best time to do this is because the astrology supports it. So where you may have been feeling resistance or a lack of growth in your life regarding certain things you were working on, now is the time to revisit these things, readdress these things, pull these things off of the back burner, so to speak. Leo, you are being given access to something great here. This is a huge up-leveling in your life. This is an ascension, but you have to put one foot in front of the other to pull this through for yourself. You see, people will listen to tarot and they think just because they hear a message in a reading that that particular energy is going to show up in their life. Like magic, poof, here it is. This just is not the case at all. What tarot is doing is reading possibilities, timelines that you have access to should you be willing to put the work in. Nothing is going to show up banging on your front door, Leo, begging you to incorporate it into your life. You have to want it because you have free will. Now, if you're sitting around not working on these particular things, expecting them to show up on your front door, then you're telling the universe that you're fine with where you're at. You have to show the universe how badly you want it. You have to go out and fight for what this is, Leo. Fight for what's yours. Fight for the honor of the blessings that are trying to make their way towards you. There's something beautiful that's wanting to be birthed into your life. And for a lot of you, this is something that you've been manifesting. You've been praying for this to take place. And it's here. It's shown up, Leo. But now you need to go in more than ever to pull through whatever this is in the 11th hour here. It's as if you're getting ready for a championship fight, Leo. And you have to start your training because the fight is here. The date has been set. Rocky kind of energy. As corny as that sounds, this is how this works, Leo. There's also an energy here on you needing to do your homework. However that shows up for you. Double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking all your work. You need to become the best of the best at whatever this is, Leo. There's an energy of great expansion preparing itself for you, but now you need to prepare to receive. It's much like when a couple is expecting a baby and they prepare a nursery, a baby's room. It's like you need to prepare to receive whatever this is that's about to be birthed into your life. What do we have at the sacral, please? Oh. Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And there it is. It's not a better card that could have followed up everything I just said, Leo. This is the blessing. This is the gift. This is the new thing being birthed into your life. But the divine has shown you, hey, look, we have this for you. It's going to come through. But we need you more than ever. Right now, you need to work on all these fine details. Come through here. Come this way. Let us show you how to do this. See this path is leading you to these peaks, the pinnacle of success in regards to whatever this represents in your life, Leo. You're being asked to really take a chance. Take a chance on yourself. All these things that you need to work on in your life, the details, the things you need to pull off the back burner, all these things really just add together to give you the confidence you need to be able to pull this through. See, it's all related to confidence. Manifestation and confidence obviously go hand in hand. If you have the confidence to go after your dreams, then you have the abilities to be a great manifester. People who are great manifestors are not people that have low self-esteem or feel small in the world or feel powerless to their circumstances. No, these are people that fight. They don't care what anybody says about them. They don't care what anybody tells them they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. They only care about what it is that their vision and sights are locked on. Your life is a collection of obstacles, Leo, that want to keep you from getting to this energy right here. This is your point B. The universe needs to get you from point A to point B. Everything in between is the noise, is the matrix, is the traffic in your mind that wants to tell you you can't do this. You may even be feeling resistance right now. In fact, I know you are. You may be feeling a lull in your energy. It's because you're about to have a jump in your energy once you realize what I'm saying here. See, this reading here should be enough to trigger this awakening inside of you. It should be enough for you to get to work on whatever this is here, Leo. We always hit a dip in our energy before we hit a peak. The peaks and the valleys. Just recently I was working on something, and I know it's great, but for some reason I started feeling a lull in my energy. Started thinking to myself, is it really that good though? I started to doubt myself, and I couldn't understand why. So I took a little break, and I was just studying the astrology and just thinking about the energy. And then all of a sudden I was like, why did I feel this way? And sure enough, when I was studying the astrology, I saw it was a full moon. And because of the actual transits during this full moon, it had this effect on my self-confidence. So I felt a sense of relief because I knew that it was basically just the energy playing tricks on me. And then as soon as the full moon passed, I start to feel the energy turning up again in my favor. This is similar to what a lot of you are going through right now. You may have even felt the exact same thing during the full moon. But whatever the case here, Leo, this is yours, but you need to go out there and take it. Balanced sacral energy, optimism, health, mind, spirit, body, all of these things, Leo, compound together. High Priestess, mind at the solar plexus. All of these things compound together to put you in the running for this victory. This has been coming up a lot in personal readings as well lately. People needing to work and balance these three areas of their life, mind, body, and spirit. Really going in and addressing everything you've been putting off. And then we have High Priestess right at the solar plexus, which confirms everything I just said. Working on your spiritual connection with Source, with your higher self. Working on your mind health as well. What are you allowing to go into your mind? Who are you dealing with on a day-to-day basis that brings stress into your life? What are you doing to improve your physical health? Your diet, things like this. This is the most important thing for you right now, Leo. This is all about this Venus retrograde in Leo. It's all about self-love. The energy you are in right now, Leo, is threatening to be solidified when this particular Venus retrograde cycle is over. So beginning of September, so we have a month. So if there's people, places, things, whatever it is in your life that need to be eradicated from your energy, now's the time to address this. Because if you don't, this is the energy you will be solidified in moving forward from here on out. However, if you are starting to address these things, starting to recognize that change must be brought in these sectors of your life, and it must be brought now, as opposed to tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, but now, then you will start to feel the change taking place quickly. What I mean by this is The universe will come through to support you, embrace you in making these changes in your life in a much more fluid manner. So it'll just be easier to make these changes now. This High Priestess of the solar plexus is all about your connection with the divine. You get your confidence from your spiritual connection, the connection you have with Source. Source is showing you right now, Leo, what your point B is. Right? Point A, point B. The distance between point A to point B is the traffic, is the matrix, is the distraction that doesn't want you to get here. This is your destiny realized. The space in between is the journey. It can be seen as your purpose. Your purpose leads you to your destiny, Leo. Stop allowing people to define what that is for you. Stop allowing people to stagnate you on your path. Stop allowing people to zap you of your hope and your faith in your higher self. We live inside of a very dark world right now, Leo, where people essentially want to convince you in some capacity. They don't typically say it flat out, but there seems to be this push for people that want you to bow down to these devilish energies, but they want you to shut out God. They'll make fun of your spirituality, which is essentially spitting in God's face, making fun of the connection you nurture with the divine. I faced many of these people on my path. Everybody who was once in my life laughed at my connection with God, the divine. I eradicated my life of every single one of these individuals, and I never turned back, and I never will, because they showed me who they are. These are people that want you to believe in the devil, but will tell you there's no God. This is the world we live in, sadly. But this is why we're even here, Leo. We were sent here, you, me, us, to raise awareness, awaken to how this world really works, and help in the raising of the collective vibration through illumination around what is actually taking place. We are here fighting a war, Leo. And make no mistake, Leo, this war we're fighting is more violent than any war you can ever imagine, because it's a silent war. It's happening in spirit. We can't see it. We're being kept from seeing what's really taking place here. Your dreams may be off the charts right now. If you're remembering those dreams, they're not dreams, they're messages. So pay attention. The more resistance you feel inside your waking life, the bigger the difference you are making in spirit. As above, so below. What do we have at the heart, please? Ten of Pentacles, Virgo energy in reverse. They're trying to stop this from happening, Leo. They want to strip you of your legacy, of your destiny. They want to knock you off your path. This speaks on, again, everything I just said. It's an energy that wants to see you fail, wants to see you down in a hole and on your knees. This is an energy that wants to see you submit. But Leo, there's something you need to understand. If you could really see these energies for what they really are, you would laugh hysterically at how weak and how pathetic they truly are. Because though some of these energies may present themselves as some sort of a threat in your life, on the physical plane, in spirit, these are pathetic little entities that are essentially controlling vessels, humans, possessing individuals. But they are nothing to be afraid of, Leo. Anybody who strikes fear into you, Leo, however that may show up for you in your waking life, is showing you who they are. And now more than ever, because of the astrology, if people aren't supporting you on your path right now, Leo, to happiness, if that's where you're trying to get to, if people aren't supporting you and your desire for abundance, security, love, success in your life, then you must remove yourself from these energies' environments, essentially eradicating those energies from your life by you moving on. Take control. This Ten of Pentacles in reverse says everything, Leo. This is what you have access to. You have access to a timeline of generational wealth, legacy kind of energy. It's also an energy of some sort of establishment, so take it as it fits. But seeing that it's coming right at that heart position, this is true heart's desires coming to pass. But the way you pull these true heart's desires into your life, Leo, is by your connection with spirit. When you nurture this connection with spirit, crown chakra energy, everything that's taking place inside your waking life, root chakra energy, the material world, happens with really little to no effort. Because it's an as above, so below. So you concentrate on what is above, your spiritual connection, your higher self. And everything else falls into place. You see, we live in a world where they want you to concentrate and focus all your energy on the root chakra, keeping you in the material world and disconnected from spirit. See, that's what this pentagram actually means. Upside down pentagram, putting the material world on top and spirit on the bottom. You see, the top of the pentagram actually means spirit. This is why they flip it. It's the same with the cross. It means the same thing. What do we have at the throat? Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, and that is representing your energy, male or female. It's just an energy of mastery. It's an energy of confidence. This is what you need to harness right now. Exactly what I was saying. Your spiritual health gives you the confidence to be able to manifest this new legacy, generational kind of wealth into your life, or whatever this represents to you. Queen of Wands is a very determined energy, very dedicated and focused on their path. Despite what may be happening in the energies around them, the Queen of Wands fights through that energy, doesn't allow anybody to stand in her way. In fact, she laughs in their face because she recognizes them as the pathetic little entities that they really are. Leo. Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy at the third eye. There's a tremendous amount of wealth on this table, Leo. 9, 10, Ace of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy at the third eye, is further speaking on this prosperity that you're being given access to. Everything is culminating to right now, Leo. This is why you're being told, hey, prepare yourself, Leo. You need to start addressing all those things you've been putting off. Just really focus on yourself right now, your self-love. Condition yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically. And Leo, as long as you do this, we'll take care of the rest. We'll arrange everything behind the scenes in the ethers to get this to you. But we need you to be able to access this blessing once it arrives. And how do you access the blessing once it arrives? Well, Leo, everything we've been saying in this reading is calling for you to raise your vibration. These are essentially all tools that you utilize to raise your vibration, your frequency. Once you do this, you're able to access that blessing into your life with ease. It shows up in the form of opportunities, things coming onto your path because you are a vibrational match. It may sound complicated, Leo, but it's really not. Because I've done this myself, and I continue to do it. The way you manifest what you want into your life is by becoming the vibrational match to that thing. Moth to a flame. Once you become the vibrational match, then whatever it is you're trying to manifest into your life makes its way towards you. Because it feels safe in your presence. It feels that you are the best option for it, whatever it may be. Everything is energy. Even in the material world, the materials around us all have an energy signature behind them. The energy signature is all based off of our manifestations. You know, before I understood this, I would hear people speak about things similar to what I'm saying now. I feel that I honestly have a more simplified way of explaining this to all of you that I'd never heard prior to understanding how this works, Leo. But when I would hear people speak on things similar to this, I had no idea what they were talking about. I mean, I kind of got it, but it just seemed so far outside the realm of actual thinking that I didn't know where to start. So instead of trying to rack my brain, I just started to work on the things I knew that I could control right now. Pulled all those things off the back burner, started to work on all the different details of my life. I started to see progression. So then I started to work on other areas of my life. my relationships, the people that were in my life, addressing all of the connections around me. I just started to see and think about everything in my life as energy. Is it good? Is it bad? Simple, right? Everything should essentially fall on one side or the other. So I put everything on this vibrational scale that I myself made up. And sure enough, it unlocked my destiny. So in saying all of this, Leo, concentrate on what you have control over right now. Take care of that, and the rest will just start to work itself out. You'll start to find that areas of your life that you didn't think you had control over or you didn't think you could pull off will all of a sudden start to come together. You'll start to feel this energy around you. It's the universe helping you, working alongside of you, because they see that you're being proactive in improving your life. What do we have at the crown, please? 7 of Wands, Leo, that is your energy at the crown. This is you taking a stand for what you believe in, Leo, yourself. I feel your higher self coming online, Leo. There's like this protection around you, but it's like your higher self protecting yourself. It's an energy of calibration. You're going to start to feel this increase in energy, if you haven't already, right after this lull. This is this energy of preparation. Now's not a time to be asking anybody for advice on how you're moving, Leo. You ask your higher guidance, your intuition only. Now is the time to question everything. Question people's motives in your life. There's an energy of defiance here, but it's this defiance, you pushing up against the systems of control in your life, that brings through this victory. There's an energy here of people feeling like they don't even know you anymore. You ever heard somebody say to you, Leo, I don't even know you anymore? But they're saying it to you in a time when you're actually doing better. Oh, you've changed. You know, when I gave up drinking 5 years ago, I had a bunch of people tell me that I'd changed, that they didn't like me anymore, that I wasn't the same person I used to be, that I wasn't fun anymore. I relapsed. I went back because of people's projections, because of how other people were starting to recognize who I was going to become. I didn't see it that way at the time. So I allowed people's negative projections of me to push me back into the drinking. Then I finally just had a realization. I just started to see things from this universal perspective. And God really came into my life and was like, look, this is what's taking place in your life. We need to show you from this higher perspective so you can understand what's going on. And then I quit. I never went back, and that was 5 years ago now. But I didn't have a single person support me. Nobody said to me, congratulations, that's great. I'm really happy for you. No one encouraged me or tried to even be a part of the new me. So when saying that, Leo, when you make big changes in your life, don't expect a cheering squad. In fact, it's quite the opposite. My entire life, I was always working to be able to do great things in my life. And I remember thinking, especially when I was younger, that I just wanted to pull those things off because I wanted to make certain people in my family proud of me. Not only did they never expect me to pull those things off, but if I was going to pull them off, I never knew that they would never be there to support me or congratulate me. This is one of the sad realities of greatness, Leo. And this is why you hear people say it's very lonely at the top, because it's true. But at the same time, I don't necessarily see it as being lonely. It's just more of being alone. Because people can't understand you, Leo, because they haven't been to where you're preparing to go to. What do we have at the foundation, please, from the Occult Tarot? See what demons are trying to keep Leo's root chakra blocked. Okay, too many cards. Knight of Wands. Doesn't surprise me. Oh, Lucifuge Raphael. Ace of Pentacles, eh? So we have Ace of Pentacles twice now, but right here we have the negative polarity. Just as I suspected, Leo. This is an energy of greed. It's an energy of delays. People doing things to stagnate you on your path. There's also things here connecting to materialism and money. Keeping you in a cycle of stagnation where you miss out on opportunities. Here you are, working away, however that shows up in your life, to bring happiness and success into your life, thinking that all the people around you would be happy for you once you pulled that off, not knowing that secretly they were actually doing things behind the scenes to keep you in a cycle of lack. silent enemy kind of energy. People right in your face. Boy, do I know this one, Leo. It's shocking when you have this illuminated to you. It's really not something that you can ever easily accept. Just when I think that I've accepted this truth, I find myself in disbelief that people could be so wicked to do something like this. But you have to understand, Leo, that these are the custodians that keep the karmic cycles in your life thriving. They are the agents of chaos. They are the darkness. We are the light. Like I said, a war more violent than any war you could ever imagine taking place in the spirit. And you are in the middle of it. You know, it's interesting to think that some of you out there are just trying to get your bills paid, trying to figure out where you're going to live, trying to figure out how to pay your mortgage, your car payment, put your kids through school, whatever it is, right? Just something very typical of living a life inside the material world. Let's just say that. Not knowing that most, if not all of these things are all mechanisms of this spiritual war. They're things that are meant to distract you, keep you in a lower vibration. So it has this way of affecting you in the spirit. I can't even really articulate what it is that I'm trying to explain to you right now, Leo, but for some reason I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Because I feel like you sense it too. You feel it too. It's so deep. It's so profound. There's so many details to what it is I'm trying to articulate. But I'll just leave you, Leo, with the idea that, again, most, if not all of these things that you're trying to sort through in your waking life are byproducts of this spiritual war. It's like we're all stuck inside a maze, not knowing that in spirit there's a battalion of demons coming up against us. And I say us, Leo, because make no mistake, we are all fighting side by side in the spirit. You, me, us, all of us. What do we have at the sacral, please? Strength, vine. Leo, that is your energy right there. Getting a message here, because this is shadow Leo energy. This is essentially strength in its detriment. I'm getting a message here of... Okay, I'm going to try and get this out before it slips away. What I was saying here about the Matrix trying to keep us in this energy of confusion inside our waking life is to disconnect us from source. It's also really an energy that's trying to turn us, right? Trying to turn us to the darkness. It says right there, finds witches, right? So it's an energy that wants you to give up and turn to the dark side, Leo. Wants to bring this resistance into your life and bring out the worst in you, your shadow, strength in reverse. It's an energy that wants you to doubt yourself, wants you to lack that self-discipline that is basically framing this entire reading here. This whole reading is about the self-discipline, taking all those things off the back burner, going in and working on all the details in your life to pull through this ascension, this blessing, step through the portal into the new timeline. This energy right here wants to strip you of all of that, Leo. Wants you to drop a knee to the darkness. Wants you to fall and fear your path ahead. This is an energy that wants to disgrace you amongst all of your soul brothers and sisters. In the spirit, it's like an energy of defecting to the darkness. This energy here wants you to give up your allegiance to spirit, Leo. It's got a ringing in my right ear. It's exactly right. The full cameo. This could be people around you. There's something going on here. There's this very sneaky kind of energy, right?
Wonder if Leo's going to notice what we've been doing.
Right? Walking around their tippy toes, their hands behind their back.
Could be dealing with somebody who has a low-hanging belly. You can't tell if they're a male or female, right? I mean, what is that? What is going on there?
Says right there, answers of things to come, right underneath the high priestess. So here you are listening to higher guidance, and here's this shadow energy trying to tell you how it's going to be. It's like an energy being pulled in two different directions, pull you away from spirit. I just see you in my mind's eye right now, Leo. It's like there's a tug-of-war going on. You're in the middle, and there's like a demon on one side of you and an angel on the other side of you pulling you, right? And the only reason why you're in the middle, as opposed to on the angel side, is because of the attacks, the distractions, the resistance. This is why you need to reinforce your ascension, reinforce your spiritual health by how you're showing up on the physical realm. A lot of you just really need to go do some yoga or hit the gym or do something, okay? Just something that's going to make you feel really great inside your own skin. Confidence. This is everything right now, Leo. And it sounds funny, right? So if I go to the gym, then I'll win the spiritual war? I mean, kinda, yeah. It's kind of how this works. What do we have at the heart? Because it's all about these 3 levels of health: spiritual, mental, and physical. This is what we can control right now. Like I was saying, work on what you can control. These are all things that you have power over. See, inside this matrix, we're very limited with what we can control, but we can control how we show up. We can control ourselves. We have full control over that. That is why they attack us with so much temptation, addictions, all of these things, is because those things essentially cause us to relinquish our own self-control. Marchosius, 9 of Wands, family conflicts. Again, further detailing what I'm saying here, this is an energy of you keeping boundaries with these energies. Family members, friends, addictions, whatever it is for you, work environments. It's an energy of you accepting what Source is showing you about these energies in your life. And you pressing forward despite any of these setbacks. You not folding. You putting your shoulders back and your chin up high and you march forward. Leo, if you're having a hard time picking yourself up and fighting for yourself, fight for the next spiritual brother or sister that you have fighting next to you in the ethers. Do it for the rest of the people that are fighting alongside of you in spirit. This is very effective because the selflessness that you practice gives you a boost in confidence. You start to feel better about the person you are. You start to have more confidence in the individual that you're being pushed to become, that you already are, that's been hidden from you. See, the world wants us to hate ourselves, wants us to see ourselves as weak. That's why confidence is how you are going to win this war, Leo. You are a Leo. Pride, confidence. You are the star of the show. We have Chavakia, Sag energy, reconciliation. Here you are, Leo, now aligned in this energy of purpose. And just like I said, a soldier. That's what you look like on the spiritual plane, Leo. Something like that. And, you know, I've never looked at this card like this before, but see how this angel, you, is praying? But it's almost like the angel is looking down. I feel like this is your representing your higher self, Leo. And you're calibrating with your everyday self, who you are right now inside the matrix. And it's like your higher self is thanking you. Thank you, Leo. Thank you for going to work on everything down there. It's because of you we're now having a win in the ethers. So thank you. You get it. You understand. You've been restored. You've been upgraded. We're back in the fight, Leo. Reconciliation. Reconciling with yourself, Leo. Remembering who you are. What do we have at the throat, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the throat? Ace of Cups. Ace, ace, ace. And, oh, wow, my hand just started to itch, okay? So, blessings, Leo, coming through. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Nethael. God, the King of Heaven, rejuvenation, obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. And I know that's a cup, but it looks like a trophy, right? It's like the energy of a win. Confidence. courage, emotional strength. What do we have at the third eye? Excellent. The magician, Nethea, the generous god. Spiritual wisdom and magic helps one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. This is you really understanding everything we've been channeling through for you here, Leo, and putting this all into effect. And you starting to realize your potential, seeing how powerful you are, how your focus, your determination inside the here and now, taking control over what you can control and not worrying about what you can't control, allows you to pull this new timeline closer to you. I see you in my mind's eye, Leo. It's like you have this rope and it's like you're lassoing another timeline and you're starting to pull it towards you with all of your might. And the more you pull, the quicker it starts moving towards you until you don't even have to pull anymore. It sees you. The manifestation sees you. Oh, there's Leo. Leo, yes. You made it. You made it to the next vibrational plane, the next frequency. You can now see your manifestation coming towards you. You can now embrace it, and vice versa. This is you turning all of your visions into reality, Leo. What do we have at the crown, please? Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Eizel, God who rejoices, divine comfort, gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. And again, emphasis on physical conditioning. It's an energy of synchronicity, Leo. It's a very intuitive energy. It's an energy of just an entirely new beginning. It's like you see the manifestation in the distance. You could see it coming towards you now. You've got your cup in your hand, right? And you're running towards it. You're like, oh my God, I see the new timeline. I see it. It's right there. You are very close, Leo. So remember, take control over what you can control right now, Leo, and the rest will work itself out. Leo, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for all of your donations, Leo. Take care.